In the heart of Africa, surrounded by mountains that touched the clouds and rivers that glowed under the moon, was the Kingdom of Kijani. The palace there was golden, and the people were kind. But the kingdom had a strange problem: the three princesses were always causing trouble. They were not mean. Oh no, they laughed a lot, danced in the halls, and made the people smile, sometimes. But they also caused great shame for the king and queen. The people would ask, why are they so silly? Why won't they marry like other princesses? No one knew the truth. Not yet. But the truth was old. It had been hiding for many years. And one day, it would come out like the sun after a long storm. There were three sisters. Zahra, the eldest, loved to talk and play tricks. She once put pepper in the royal tea. Zola, the middle one, was full of jokes. She painted the royal lion statue with pink paint. Amari, the youngest, was brave and wild. She once climbed the tallest tower and slid down on a curtain. The people laughed at first. But after a while, they began to whisper. Why are the princesses so foolish? They should be quiet, kind, and ready to marry. But the sisters didn't listen. They giggled, ran through the market barefoot, and made funny faces at royal visitors. They didn't want to marry anyone. I want to climb trees, not sit on a throne with some prince. Amari shouted. Their parents, King Abasi and Queen Zuri, were worried. What if they never grow up? The queen asked. What if they bring shame to Kijani? The king whispered. King Abasi held a great feast. He invited princes from all around. The hall sparkled with gold, music, and food. But the princesses had a plan. They dressed the palace goats in royal clothes and brought them into the hall. Meet our suitors, Zahra announced. The crowd gasped. The goats bawed loudly. One prince fainted. Another ran away. The king's face turned red like a tomato. That night, the queen cried. Why do they do this? The king looked into the fire. His hands trembled. I think it is my fault. Long before he became king, Prince Abasi had wandered into a forbidden forest. There, in the center, was a glowing root called the Mbega root. It was powerful. It could bind spirits and change lives. A voice called out, do not take what is not yours. But young Abasi took it. He pulled the root from the earth and ran. Suddenly, an old woman appeared. Her hair was white as ash. Her eyes glowed purple. You have stolen from me, she said. One day, your daughters will suffer. They will be wild, foolish, and bring shame. They will not marry. And you will not be able to stop it. Until you tell the truth. Abasi never told anyone. He buried the root beneath the palace. One night, all three princesses had the same dream. They saw a forest, a glowing root, and a sad old woman with purple eyes. The woman whispered, your silliness is not your fault. You are under a curse. Find the truth. Find me. The next morning, the girls sat on Zahra's bed. We need to find that woman, Amari said. And the root, Zola added. Zahra stood. Let's find out why we're like this. They packed quietly, bread, water, cloaks, and sneaked out at dawn. They followed the dream to the forest of whispering trees. It was dark and full of strange sounds. The trees whispered secrets. Zahra once stole honey. Zola hides her tears. Amari fears being forgotten. The girls trembled but kept walking. In the heart of the forest, they found a hut. Smoke rose from its roof. A soft voice said, I've been waiting. The woman from their dreams stood in the doorway. Her purple eyes glowed. You came, she said. Do you know why you are silly, loud, and wild? Zahra nodded. Because of a curse. Zola asked, why us? The witch explained, your father stole my root. It held the spirit of truth. When he buried it, he buried truth itself. Now, the curse lives in you. Can we fix it? Amari asked. Yes. But only if your father admits what he did. And the root must be returned to the earth. The girls rushed home. They burst into the throne room. We know everything. Zahra cried. You stole the root, Zola said to their father. Amari held his hand. You must tell the truth. The king closed his eyes. Yes. I did it. I was young. I was foolish. I brought this shame upon you. He led them to the throne. Workers dug beneath it. And there, glowing softly, was the Mbega root. A royal meeting was held. The people came from far and wide. King Abasi stood before them and told the whole story. I took what was not mine. I hid the truth. And my daughters suffered for it. The people gasped. Some cried. But then, they clapped. The king placed the root in the earth outside the palace. It sank into the soil. Flowers bloomed. The sky brightened. The curse was broken. The princesses changed. Zahra used her jokes to make children laugh. Zola became a storyteller and taught kids lessons through funny tales. Amari trained to lead. She studied hard and became a strong queen. None of them married. But no one minded. They were happy. And the people loved them, just as they were. The story of the three foolish princesses was told for years. Children asked. Why were they so silly? Why didn't they marry? What broke the curse? And the answer was always the same. Because their father once took what wasn't his. And only by telling the truth could he make things right. Dear viewers, now it's your turn to think. Do you sometimes feel silly or different and not know why? Are there family stories or secrets waiting to be told? Do you believe the truth can heal even old wounds? Remember, just like the princesses, you are not foolish. You are brave, funny, curious, and strong. And sometimes, the silliest people have the most important stories to tell.